Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. We are in Boston, Mass. We're meeting with a number of companies in tech and telecom, learning about what's new, trends, important information that you should know. On our program today, David Tipping. He's a VP and General Manager, SBC Business Unit at Sonus Networks. David, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Rich.
So, many people are familiar with your company because you've really led the, I'm going to say the revolution to IP for many carriers, allowing millions of consumers to get access to VoIP, IP communications. But your company does more than that. How would you describe your company today?
So I think you're absolutely right, Rich. Is we led the industry in moving from TDM technology over next generation technology. Along the way, we saw the need to move from TDM to IP, and then obviously the move from IP to IP. So we provide scalable, reliable solutions to lead that architecture as well as the policy to go along with it.
Now, being that you're on the SBC side, and we know that that's I'd say it's a fast-growing market.
Yes.
How are you seeing that portion of your business grow, change, evolve over the last few years?
The biggest change is, I think, in the SBC market to start off with, SIP was used as a way to drive costs down. Carriers used it in order to drive costs for interconnections down substantially. And the enterprise space, which is a relatively new market for us in the last 2 years, we've seen an explosion of customers in the enterprise space looking to leverage SBCs to kind of go along with their business.
So as there are more IP interconnections, there's a need for more security between these connections, and someone's got to manage
Absolutely.
all of this.
Absolutely. So you'll see the carriers, as they want to provide SIP trunks out to enterprises, the need to begin with usually is security, security and connectivity. And then going forward is what we've seen is some of the larger enterprises that are our customers have started to leverage SBCs within their core, whether it be to interworking between different companies that provide them solutions. So for example, is a call center application to a normal handset application or a video application. And the need to do both signal and media interworking really allows us to play a part in their environments.
So looking out at the market, you've got customers coming to you, and based on your experience working with them, what are some of the reasons that they are choosing you over, let's say, competitive solutions in the market?
I think it comes down to is for the first range of enterprises, they want to have a solution that is similar to what they're offered in a carrier class solution. They're looking for scale and reliability. And what it comes down to is not just in total number of sessions provided, but the ability to do sessions along with feature and functionality. So for example, in a call center application, being able to turn on security like TLS and secure RTP for every single station within the enterprise is something that really drives the underlying architecture that we're inherent of and kind of shows deficits in other people's products.
Okay, so it's features and functions. Now, for some pure play SBC companies, they've had a lot longer to focus on their features and functions. Are there challenges there in terms of you not having some features and functions, or how does that work out?
I think underlying is there'll always be features that we have to go ahead and enter the chasm and try to make sure is that you have the features in order to enable the services. But what we've seen from the enterprises we've engaged with, whether it be the very largest of the financials, whether it be the airlines, whether it be retailers, is for them it's having a core set of features that allows the vendor A to vendor B to talk to each other seamlessly. And then they come back to us and they want to make sure is that when they enter the market with this kind of solution, they can grow with our solution.
Right.
So layering on top of video, layering on top of other applications and presence, for example. They want to make sure is that the solution they put in is an architecture they can grow behind.
Now, growing shouldn't be an issue, right? Because you're supporting some of the largest carriers in the world, so if not the largest, so that really shouldn't be much of an issue, right?
It really isn't for us, and I think that's where we've gotten a large head start in this environment. When I talk to the senior vice presidents of the enterprises and to the CTOs, what they often say is, stop thinking of me as a large enterprise and think of me as a small carrier. And I like to kind of replicate the success you've had in the carrier model and make sure that I'm ready to go regardless of which direction I want to move into. And that's important. Again, if you back up 4 or 5 years ago, the reason to go to SIP and SIP trunks was cost, driving cost of the business. Now you see is that service creation, the ability to create new services so they can get out to their customers easier, and be more powerful than customers, it becomes kind of their lifeblood. And from them is that they're kind of abandoning the first generation SBCs and looking to go with something that they can put as a foundation and go in a lot of different directions without having to worry about re-architecting.
What's next for the company?
I think what it comes down to is really getting behind the policy solutions. Again, something we've done for 10 plus years within the carrier space, but being able to universally have one policy that exists in an enterprise, but is distributed across multinational, for example. So, for example, knowing that David Tipping exists in Western Massachusetts, and when he gets up and moves to the Tokyo office, he has exactly the same privileges and access to the network, regardless of who he is. So again, kind of separating the user from the location.
Fantastic. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Rich, for your time.